Hey y'all, how's it going? Welcome back to my reaction and recap of the Fallout series, Season 2. Today we are on Episode 5, which is called The Wrangler. First thing I'm thinking is Atomic Wrangler, so maybe we're gonna get to go to Freeside today, finally. But first, Lucy and Cooper have to survive the deathclaw that showed up last episode. So, should be fun to see how they manage to do that. Don't want to delay it. No other updates outside of this episode, so let's just jump right into it. Alright, here we are. Oh, and there's another one. Oh, and there's another one.
I defer to you about what to do in this situation.
Oh, that was from the trailer.
Run.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you have any more drugs?
What is he eating?
I need some more drugs. Do you have any more?
Drugs? No, I ain't got any more drugs.
They're not that stupid. He knows exactly where you are. Okay, at least Yagami got away. Ooh, okay. Yeah. That, I don't know if that did anything, but... Grab her, grab her! Ooh! Okay. Is this pre-war? No. No, this is now. No. Yes.
So this is Vegas, huh? And those surprisingly smelly lizard monster bull things. Have they always been here?
Oh, no, not really.
Nope. Before the war, there was a plan or a special vault for management. That's where my wife is. My daughter is too.
Mm-hmm. You never found it?
Turns out there's more than a few special vaults for management sprinkled across the wasteland. All of them empty, but I've never found one in Vegas.
So you think if my dad's in there, maybe your wife and daughter are too?
Uh-huh.
I think we should just go in there and get them.
Oh, right.
You can't just waltz past a pack of deathclaws.
They're called deathclaws.
One does not just walk into Mordor.
Look, I know it's not an
Freeside!
ideal situation, but we... Oh, I'm okay. Thank you so much.
Beat me up for
But
4
nothing
caps.
is okay. Whatever we do, we need to do it quickly. 'Cause I ain't very much out of drugs.
There's a general store over there called Sonny's. After something called a dick dog.
All right, there we go.
They'll clean out all that shit you got running through your veins.
No, but I like drug-addicted Lucy.
Where are you going?
Get fucked up.
Real. Okay, he's at the Wrangler.
Whiskey.
Looks nice in there. A little nicer than I remember it.
The bottle.
Guess you saw them deathclaw things come up from Quarry Junction.
Of course, that's where they came from.
As long as they don't come around and charge me taxes, I don't give a fuck.
The NCR would do that.
But I charge you taxes, lizard.
Stop talking.
Yeah, he didn't ask. You don't see mirrors very often, do you?
While the government twiddles thumbs at the negotiating table with our communist adversaries from across the Pacific, captains of industry gather in Las Vegas, Nevada, to decide the fate of the free world. So what does this titan
Hey, Liberty Prime.
think about his odds at succeeding where the government has failed?
Where I come from, which is America, the house always wins.
Mrs. Howard! Mrs. Howard! Coop!
Okay.
I'm sorry I'm late. Let me take your bags to the gate.
Looks like you already got your hands full.
Oh, I'm suddenly a very important person and a possible assassination target.
I wonder if that's the keepsake box.
You go ahead. I gotta call my agents.
Probably Cold Fusion. Calling up Moldaver.
Glad you chose to do the right thing.
Is that what you call killing a man?
This is the only way to stop it. You've killed before.
Cyanide?
In uniform.
The ends justify the means.
They do.
You know, people have been saying shit like that for years.
They have.
I'll stop the exchange. I'll get your cold fusion back. But I'm not gonna kill a man to do it.
Oh, God. All right, welcome to pre-war Vegas. Oh my God, I saw the little cardboard cutout of him. Protesters. Pristine Securitrons. Oh yeah, they don't like him right now. This is so cool. There he is.
Tech Hotel.
Your ad campaign has been an enormous success.
Crazy world.
unilaterally dictate American policy. I'm a United States Congresswoman.
Oh, how interesting.
Keep at it.
Oh man, a lucky 38. Dude, so crazy.
To talk to those reps from Rockco.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Here to show him.
What do you think? Nicotini?
Nucatini? I want a Nucatini. Oh man, what's he gonna do? There he is. What you gonna do, Coop? How you gonna get it? Dean Domino? I just saw that Dean Domino sign. Ah, yes. Mr. House. In the flesh for once.
Mr. House would like to see you.
Right. Right. Now that's a line right there. Oh, he's gonna be shook.
Well, howdy, partner.
Victor Pre-War! This is crazy. Oh, man.
Hello.
There he is. What a surprise, right, Coop?
I'm Robert Howes.
From the fucking toilet?
I know that you came to Vegas to kill me.
Right. How? Oh, dude. That was a lot. Oh, Mr. Chicken Man. What you gonna do with that fusion core? Accurate combat from Fallout 1.
Let's get lucky, shall we?
Again, from the trailer. He just walked through the invisible wall.
How I've missed you.
Oh, God, what could this be? Is it a corpse?
You can't begrudge a man for filling the void, can you?
Fully integrated security technotronic officer active and reporting.
Fisto! It's Fisto!
That makes two of us.
Go watch from behind a shrub or something like a civilized pervert.
Oh! Is he dead now? Why is Hank going after... Oh, obviously. He's gonna use him as another guinea pig. Well, this guy isn't normal, so he may respond a little differently. Whoa! There she is. And there's Janie. He is in the vault. The Vegas management vault. Oh, man.
How would you like to forget everything you've ever known?
This is a new approach.
Please. Yes.
Yeah, I would take that too in his position. So he's a willing subject. He's a freak, of course. Don't do it again. Yep, it worked. So is it because he was willing or because he's genetically messed up?
Let's begin.
Oh. I think this is the VaultTech office that Hank and them originally worked at. And Barb. I better be careful. This must be so crazy for him to see.
It's like walking on garbage.
Yikes. Fresh.
Guys?
Hey, look. It's Janice.
Oh my god.
She always was a kiss ass.
What?
This is my squat.
Oh, it's what's her face? From Philly.
What is making that noise in the elevator?
Roach Farm.
Oh.
How big are they?
About yay.
Not big enough for market yet, but they'll get there.
So you met my sister?
Yeah, back in Philly. Had her help a fella from the Enclave get through the shithole to some folks from the NCR who weren't in town when Shady Sands blew up.
He said what?
What?
Yeah.
I don't understand what any of that means.
Your sister is dead.
You don't know that.
No, she doesn't.
I'm gonna tell you what I told her. Go home, Balti. If you idiots need supplies for the trip home, help yourselves. But don't you touch my roach farm.
Oh, 1,000 caps? Oh, sneak in there and steal it. Do it, Lucy. It's a rite of passage. Don't worry about your karma. Can you at least crouch? Can you at least sneak? Grab it. Go. Get. Hurry up. Ooh. A power fist. Oh. Okay, we're sneaking. Oh,
what are you
lovely.
doing?
Are you... Sonny?
He left town.
Hmm. Did he?
Okay.
Hmm.
It's not in that trash can behind me. Anyway, I'm just gonna be leaving now, and you're not gonna shoot me as I go. Sir, don't touch that gun. If you touch that gun, I'm gonna have to maim you.
Yeah, sorry, but she has the best shot of anybody.
Sir, I'm sorry.
Yeah, girl, he's dead. You shot him in the chest. First kill of a real person.
Who are you?
Sonny.
I don't know.
Happens to the best of us, Lucy. Ooh, the silver rush. Taking the bottle with you? Yeah. I'll be going upstairs, Cooper.
I've been following you for some time. Doesn't matter.
He's got the case.
How long have you been pretending to be this guy?
10 years.
10 years.
Pretty sweet gig.
It's a living. Let's you and I talk.
I'm not gonna come down there.
Mr. Howard, I was there with you in Alaska.
Huh?
I doubt that very much.
I did license a piece of software to WestTech, which gave me access to the T-45 armor you wore.
And?
So I saw what you saw.
Oh.
I saw the demon in the snow that is connected to the future of this great nation. And to your wife. We are the very best at what we do. And what I do is I know everything.
Yes. Oh, well, there it is.
I'm acquiring cold fusion from VaultTech.
From my wife.
It will allow me to stay alive indefinitely. In roboticized, non-biological form and protect Las Vegas from the coming nuclear war.
Initiated by my wife.
Unclear.
By VaultTech, then?
No, I doubt that. Despite what we both heard in that meeting, VaultTech is a collision of bureaucrats. Your wife, though, I don't know.
You said you knew everything.
I routinely design and run mathematical paradigms based on global, political, and socioeconomic conditions in an effort to predict future events. One spring morning, the data coalesced, and it told me that the world would end. But the date the data coalesced might. April 14th, 2065 at 5:17 a.m.
Wedding?
It's my daughter's birthday.
Oh. His daughter's birthday.
The moment that you bought your ticket to Las Vegas, the date the world was going to end jumped forward by 1 month. And I don't know yet how you figure into all of this, but you most certainly do. The bombs will not be dropped by me or any of the idiots at that meeting. But I believe there is another player at the table. The same unknown entity responsible for your demon in the snow.
Okay.
Who? I don't know.
The house always wins, right?
And it does. What if I'm not the house? What if someone else is?
What if you're just a fucking lunatic?
I'm a lunatic?
Yeah.
I'm building a missile system to defend this glorious city from what's coming. But from whom, Mr. Howard? Is it you? What if it is you? I think you're a killer. I think I know exactly who you are.
Golly. Alright. What are they about to find here? Are they gonna find a vial of FEV?
It's dead.
Who are you hoping to contact?
The investors.
Claudia's having a moment.
You okay?
You'd think it would have all hit me at once, but, nope. Even if my parents survived the bombs, they'd be gone by now. Same with my friends, my cat.
Your cat have a name?
His name was Puppy.
Puppy the cat.
So you gonna have a thing with her?
Did you know going in about the future enterprise ventures?
Like I said, I just started this job a week ago.
Yeah, so how did she get put in this vault?
Everything these people talked about sounded pretty nutty to me.
I don't think she would have been
There was this exec,
cleared for that.
Bud's boss. Her name was Barbara Howard.
Oh.
She was in charge of all the vault proposals.
Do you know where
offices.
Oh. Now this is something he knows how to do. There's Janie.
You're not really Bud's successor, are you?
Nope, she found out.
How'd you know?
Because you're not absolutely nuts.
True.
Thank you.
But the rest of them, they are nuts.
Alright.
I mean,
So y'all are on the
they
same.
bet their whole lives on Bud Askins and his weird multi-millennial plan.
Uh-oh.
I could really use a drink. Do you want a drink?
I've actually never had one.
Really? I'll be right back.
What are you about to do to him?
Featuring Joanne's adventures.
Ah, yep.
EV.
Oh.
First evolutionary virus.
So are they gonna... Oh, shh.
You lied to us.
Oh, no. Oh. No, don't kill him, don't kill him. Come on, Norm. Or Claudia. Somebody. Oh, man. And suddenly, it's like it never happened. Damn. Oh, jeez. Okay. I don't remember that side effect.
I think we can say I am officially done with drugs.
You done?
Thanks.
Least I can do. Consider it.
Suddenly being all nice.
Who's that?
Oh.
I'll let him explain.
Oh.
I was sent here by your father. He's quite secure in an underground facility. There's no reaching him from here, not without his explicit invitation. Mr. McLean is watching over this gentleman's wife and daughter. And wouldn't it be a shame if Mr. McLean had to terminate that slumber prematurely? They almost assuredly wouldn't survive the process.
Playing with fire, bro.
Listen to him. Whatever it is, we can't trust him.
Mr. McLean is willing to make a deal if you bring his daughter back to the safety of her vault. Do you accept?
Come on, dude. After all this.
Actually be considering this.
Thought y'all had a moment. Or you can just lie.
See, I brought you here to bargain with. This is us to bargain.
We're actually beginning to get along.
He's gonna make the right choice in the end. I know he's going to.
Wonderful!
That's not great. So you're gonna take her all the way back to 33 and expect him to actually honor anything that he said.
Take a nap. Family's a fucked up thing.
I remember this from the trailer too.
Oh my god.
She's already awake.
Can I have a kiss? I want to ride the missile.
You're gonna have a rough morning after that one. Oh. Dang, man, she just got right back up like nothing happened. Hey, what?
I thought we were friends.
Huh? And she's out again. Do not look at him like that. What is going on?
We need to talk.
Uh-huh. That's her dad. Oh, joy.
My little sugar bomb.
I load that power fist up. Nope, she's out. Oh my god, dude, what? Those little baby deathclaws? That's his life pod. Dude. Alright, well, hey, what? I'm gonna need to watch that like 6 times before I can do any kind of commentary on it, because that was a lot. So, I'll be back. Alright, I think I have a little bit more of a grasp of what just happened. which was a lot, and I'm going to try to get through it as quickly and as efficiently as I can, but there's a lot to discuss. We start this episode off exactly where we left off in the last one, which is, of course, Lucy and Cooper facing down a deathclaw, which then turns out to be multiple deathclaws. I look back at all the different deathclaws that show up in this scene, and I can't really differentiate any kind of physical difference between them, so maybe this one that we saw at the end of the last episode that came straight out of Gamora, maybe it's just a regular Deathclaw and they just really beefed up their design. All of the other Deathclaws that I saw looked basically the same. If any of y'all disagree and think that you can tell what other variants of Deathclaws these are, feel free to tell me. Because I know there's a lot of strong opinions on what kind of Deathclaw that was, so y'all let me know. So Lucy and Cooper make the smart decision to run from the Deathclaw because obviously they are not equipped to fight it at this point. They hide behind a car. We get a really quick scene of a Deathclaw eating what looks like another Deathclaw, so like maybe a dead one. Cooper and Lucy are hiding behind this car while the initial Deathclaw is staring at the car from the other side. They're quite aggressive in the game, and they would have easily found you if you were trying to hide behind a car after it just was staring you in the face. So while Coop and Lucy are hiding behind this car trying to figure out what to do, Dogmeat is the one to actually find an exit. So Cooper, to get them out of there quickly, stuffs a grenade into a bag, tosses the bag away from the gate, and shoots it, and then it explodes, and the Deathclaw is distracted for just long enough for them to get up and run towards the gate. So they make it out of the strip and into Freeside. And I'm going to say that this is the East Freeside Gate, based on the fact that it's next to Mick and Ralph's, but the layout is a little different, of course, than it is in the games. Mick and Ralph's is like right across the street from the Kings. They're a little more adjacent, catty corner from each other in the games. Other than that, everything looks fantastic. The Freeside sign above everything looks amazing. The building for the Kings looks just like it does in the game, where you enter in the corner of the building, and then of course Mick and Ralph's identical. Cooper and Lucy have a quick little discussion about what they just saw, and he gives her a little more information on what his goal is, telling her about the management vaults that his wife and daughter are somewhere. He mentions that he has visited multiple of these management vaults, specifically in California and Oregon. There aren't actually any vaults confirmed in the lore that exist in Oregon, so I don't think this is a reference to any existing vaults. Lucy's solution to dealing with the Deathclaws and getting to her dad and potentially Cooper's family is to go straight through the strip and kill the Deathclaws. And then Cooper says, you can't just waltz through a pack of Deathclaws. This kind of sounded to me like the Lord of the Rings, one does not simply walk into Mordor. I don't know if that's an actual nod to that, but that just reminded me of it. Lucy finds the name of the Deathclaw funny, which it is kind of funny and very on the nose. So we get another view of Freeside after their discussion. We can see the Atomic Wrangler, a little tiny corner of the Silver Rush, and Smitty's, which is a location that is in the game, but you can't actually go in there or do anything with it. They walk past a guy wearing a sign that says "Beat me up" for 4 caps, which I think is hilarious. And then we also get to see a Dean Domino poster. This is something that we will see more of later on, but I absolutely love that they are referencing the DLCs and keeping with the posters and decor that you would see in Freeside and the Strip. In the game, I think the only place that you can actually find a Dean Domino poster on the Strip is in the Tops Casino. And then there's Sunny Sundries, which doesn't exist in the game, but comes into play later in this episode. So Lucy wants more drugs, but Cooper tells her about the magical product that is Addictol, so I'm glad that we are actually acknowledging its existence, and he suggests that she takes his bag of caps to the Sunny Sundries to buy some Addictol. Meanwhile, Cooper is going to the Atomic Wrangler to get drunk, because they had a pretty rough day. So the interior of the Atomic Wrangler looks amazing. There are another 2 posters that are references to Dead Money, Joey Baxter and Maxis, which are other performers that are mentioned in Dead Money for the opening of the Sierra Madre Hotel. The layout of the Atomic Wrangler is pretty much the same. The bar is where it is in the game. The chairs and tables are spaced where they're supposed to be. They even have the mounted head behind the bar, except it's not a Brahmin, it looks like a goat. It's also a lot nicer. So they definitely have had some renovations since the events of Fallout New Vegas. So Cooper sits down and has a whole bottle of whiskey while the bartender goes on a rant about the change in management and how he doesn't care who is in charge of New Vegas as long as he doesn't have to pay taxes. I feel that. Coop starts having another internal battle, staring at himself in the mirror, not recognizing himself. He's constantly having this moral debate with himself in his mind. that is getting worse and worse every episode. And so that transitions into another flashback from Coop pre-war. First, we get an awesome little ad from Galaxy News. They use the exact same intro that they've been using since the first game was out. It is detailing who is going to this defense contractor summit at Lucky 38. Big MT, Robco, WestTech, and VaultTech are all meeting in Vegas to decide the fate of the free world, as it says. We get another shot of the house poster of him standing in front of Liberty Prime. We did get to see this very briefly in the episode where they go to Camp Golf, because that is where that photo is actually hanging on the wall. And then it transitions to Barb and Coop at the airport getting ready to fly out to Las Vegas. Hank, in his de-aged form, comes up to them and offers to carry their bags, at which point Coop notices he is carrying a metal case. And Hank also mentions that he has suddenly become a target for assassination. I don't know if that's something he really should have said when Coop is there, but he does. Coop steps aside for a moment to go to a phone booth and make a call to none other than Moldaver, who is a whole 2 phone booths over from him. They have a quick discussion about what they need to do. She directs him to pull a vial of poison, probably cyanide, out of the coin slot, but Coop ultimately decides that he's not going to kill House. He wants to find a way to get cold fusion back without having to end this man's life. Of course, I don't think at this point he really knows who he's dealing with when it comes to Mr. House. He's just trying to do the morally correct thing. So they arrive in pre-war Las Vegas in all of its glory. It looks fantastic. We get a beautiful shot of the entrance of the Lucky 38. We can see the tops, the Vault 21 hotel, which they actually mention Vault 21 specifically, and how it is a hotel created because of Cooper's ad marketing. So, of course, the lore of Vault 21 is pretty interesting, and how it was not a hotel pre-war and it was just a regular vault. Eventually, Mr. House convinced the vault dwellers to leave. It was known as the Gambler's Vault. Everything that happened, all decisions that were made, were done through gambling. They played a game of blackjack to decide whether or not they would actually leave the vault and join Mr. House in recolonizing the surface. Eventually they did, and House opted to strip all the technology out of the vault and then fill half of it with concrete. Originally he was going to fill the whole thing with concrete, but they convinced him to keep half of it open to use as a hotel and continue to generate revenue, and thus we get the Vault 21 hotel that we know from the game. So this is definitely a retcon of the original lore. It doesn't exactly erase lore, it just kind of rewrites it. So we also see some pre-war pristine Securitrons, as well as the military police, which is an actual branch of the U.S. Army from pre-war that was designed to keep the peace and enforce the law a little more than your standard police would do. There's tons of protesters around the car as Coop drives up, protesting the privatization of the government. So Coop and Barb step out of the car, and for a second, there's another car that drives past them, and they actually designed the sound of it to sound not like a combustion engine, because we know that these cars are run off of fusion. I thought that was a really cool, tiny little detail that they didn't have to do. It sounds basically like an electric car.
In my heart, I'd be a king.
I just thought that was really cool. So the congresswoman from the prior episode is also protesting. The military police are escorting her out, and they end up pushing her down the stairs. Nobody does anything. They just stare at her. Coop finally is the one to come up to her and help her up. He actually encourages her to keep going, because he obviously doesn't want anything to do with what VaultTech and these other companies are doing. She seemed to get a lot of reassurance out of what he said to her, so that was really sweet. So they make their way into the Lucky 38, and it is just as glorious and beautiful and just ridiculously over the top as we would hope. Butlers carrying around cool glowing trays with drinks. There's lots of women in crazy outfits with these huge feather hat things, and just lots and lots and lots of rich people. And Cooper doesn't want anything to do with it. He's just keeping his eye on Hank this whole time, who is carrying that case. So Barb immediately notices some Robco employees and says that she needs to go and talk to them. Coop doesn't want to participate in this conversation, so he offers her a Nucatini and steps away. Nucatini is not an actual drink from the game, and honestly, I thought it might be one of the drink recipes that you can find in the Fallout cookbook, which I have, but it's not. It should be. But he splits off from Barb to follow Hank. He continues following him up some stairs into the Dean Domino Lounge. Seriously, all the references to other DLCs in the game and everything is just, they just keep doing it right. At this point, Coop notices that Hank is actually physically chained to the case. He has a chain connected to the case and to a handcuff so that it can't be stolen. But just as he gets his eye on this, Mr. House comes out of the elevator behind him, walks right up to him, and then says, "Mr. House would like to see you." Coop follows him up the elevator. The first face that he sees as he enters the penthouse is pre-war Victor. He looks beautiful. His voice is nice and clear and not all glitchy like we saw at Camp Golf. So this is the first time that Coop meets Victor. So they go way back, like hundreds of years way back. But of course, Victor is up there because he's Mr. House's eyes and ears. Coop steps out to look down at the real Mr. House, who he had met in the bathroom before. House immediately clocks him and says, "I know you're here to kill me, so we need to have a discussion." That scene cuts to our favorite Chicken Man snake oil salesman. I call him Chicken Man because I think that's funnier, but he is officially called the snake oil salesman. He's making his way to New Vegas as well, do something with the fusion core. He's probably using it to power his good old friend Fisto, which is an insane reference to the game. They keep bringing up characters and scenarios that I'd never thought they would. So Fisto is a Protectron that you have to find and bring back to the Atomic Wrangler in a quest where you basically go and find a bunch of specific people to be used as prostitutes for some clients with very specific fetishes. And there's one client that has a robot fetish, and so you have to go and find a Protectron programmed to be a prostitute, and his name is Fisto.
Please assume the position.
Chicken Man is meeting up with Fisto, obviously hoping to have a date with him, but unfortunately, Hank McClane is there and knocks him out, takes him back to his bunker, and fixes the mind control device to his neck. And he takes a little bit different of an approach to it this time. He actually asks for his consent to wipe all of his memories and give him a fresh start mentally. Chicken Man, of course, is going to agree to this because he's probably seen some terrible, awful things that continue to torment him to this day. So he agrees, and Hank starts turning the dial up. The same camera work is done where they start zooming out of the window, fully expecting his head to explode like we have seen a million times before, but it doesn't. It works, finally. Whether that's because, like I said earlier, if it's due to his consent, or if it's due to the fact that the Chicken Man is just such an insane specimen of a human, I don't know. So, the Vault 31 dwellers have arrived at what is left of Barb and Hank's old VaultTech office. They make their way inside, they find their old coworker Janice, who is dead at her desk, and then they also are introduced to rad roaches indirectly. They don't actually see them, they just hear them slamming their bodies up against a wall. Our old friends Majun and Barv from the first season from Philly seem to have relocated their little store, or at least most of their belongings, to this office because the Brotherhood of Steel burned down Philly. Norm has a discussion with Mama June over a cup of what looks like water and a couple of mute fruits, so at least she was being a nice host. She drops a bunch of current event lore that completely goes over Norm's head. No, that's not a height joke. He has no idea, obviously, what's going on in the Wasteland nowadays. But she assures him that Lucy is dead because she was in over her head. Norm, of course, knows that his sister is not dead. He knows that she's a tough cookie. So Majun and Barv agreed to let the Vault Dwellers take some supplies and highly recommends that they just go back home before they die. But of course, that's not what they end up doing. So Lucy has made her way to Sunny Sundries with the task of acquiring some Addictol. Unfortunately, the Addictol is 1,000 caps. That could be due to the new owner ramping up the prices. He may have just upped those prices himself in an effort to make some fast cash. Lucy walks away from the store, upset that she can't afford Addictol, and then notices there is a back door to the store. Lucy is then faced with the decision that all Fallout players are faced with when you can't afford the ridiculously expensive thing, gun, chem, whatever it is, and that is whether or not you want to risk your karma and steal it. Lucy makes a smart decision to steal it, as you should in a Fallout game. So she goes in through the back door, snatches the Addictol, and she also finds herself a Power Fist, which she intends to use against the Deathclaws. So the shop owner comes down the stairs, and she hides behind the counter and puts the Power Fist in a bag. And then she notices a naked dead man in a trash can, and looks at the guy who's actually walking around the store and notices that his clothes are a little small and deduces that he killed the actual shop owner and took it over for himself. He denies this, and she tries to leave without any conflict, but he reaches for a gun, and of course Lucy is dead-eye with her shots and shoots him square in the chest. I guess she didn't expect that to kill him, but it does, and she's very upset by that because she's never killed a person, she's only killed feral ghouls. So back in our flashback with Cooper and House, he only agrees to have a discussion with House after House discloses to him that he was actually able to see through Cooper's power armor when he was in Alaska and saw the deathclaw. So I guess power armors have body cams now. And House also mentions, that it has something to do with his wife, that he thinks the deathclaw has something to do with his wife. So Coop comes down the stairs and House starts going on about how, they're the same, they're both at the top of their career, and that his job is to know everything and be the person that knows everything. He shows Cooper that he already has the cold fusion, and it's installed, and it's running. So whatever Hank's carrying is not the cold fusion, and I think it's that keepsake box that Steph mentioned that she wants Betty to get for her. The fact that it's chained to him and he mentions that he's an assassination target, I don't know what it could be other than FEV. That's very interesting. So House tells Cooper about how he has a program that takes in data from literally everything that ever happens in the world and uses it to predict future events. On April 14th, 2065, or Janie's birthday, House's program told him that the world would end. So House obviously came to the conclusion that Janie has something to do with the end of the world. Editing Lauren here, I was doing some additional research and found some threads of people talking about how April 14th, 2065 is also the date that Margot, the Enclave-affiliated Metro AI bot, was put into service. So that's an interesting connection and furthers the Enclave is the one who dropped the bombs theory. I don't know how that relates to Janie or Cooper's family, but we will certainly find out. Even further, when Coop purchased his plane ticket to go to Las Vegas, the program moved the date for the end of the world up a month. So that means before the world was supposed to end on September 23rd, 2077, and then it ended up ending on October 23rd, 77, as we know. And House just wants to know why. Cooper's family, his daughter's birth, him buying a ticket, has so drastically affected and directly affected when the end of the world is happening, and the fact that it's happening at all. House doesn't even know who drops the bombs. He completely shoots down the theory that Moldaver had that he would give VaultTech the weapons needed to drop the bombs. He's only building his missiles to defend Vegas against the bombs when they eventually fall. So this is just confusing Cooper to the max. He has no idea what to believe anymore at this point. Neither do I, honestly. I mean, there's no real answer of who dropped the bombs. That's like the question. The general consensus is that it was something between the US and China, but there's definitely something else at play here that's going to come out as the real reason. So Mr. House pulls out the helmet and puts it on. It's the exact helmet that he uses in the game whenever you eventually find his real body that is being used to keep him alive. So all he's doing right now is preparing for the end of the world while also trying to figure out who is going to end it. Coop leaves and goes back to the elevator as House starts going on a rant about how Coop is a killer and he might be the one that ends the world. He's basically driving himself crazy with the fact that he doesn't know. House can't stand not knowing things. And this is a pretty big thing to not know. So Coop gets in the elevator and he takes a very shaky, hasty shot of vodka, I assume, just trying to cope with everything that he's heard, because that's a lot to take in. Back in the current present day with the Vault 31 dwellers and the VaultTech office, they are going to try to proceed with phase 2. They make their way to the communications room. Ronnie gets on the ham radio and asks one of the nerdier guys to try and fix it so they can contact the investors. Norm actually asks him directly, like, who are you trying to contact? And Ronnie just looks at him like, you should know this, bro. Like, if you're in on this, you should know. He's becoming more and more suspicious of Norm as this goes on. Norm notices Claudia in another room crying. She's alone. He goes to her and she tells him a week ago she was a new employee at VaultTech and now her parents are dead, her cat, Puppy, is dead, and she's of course upset about this. They have like a little moment. I don't know, it kind of gave love interest, but I also feel like something tragic is going to happen to her. He starts asking her questions about what she knew about what the plan could be for his vaults. She name drops Barb, Cooper's wife, And so they go to her office to learn a little bit more about what's going on. So Norm starts hacking her terminal, and Claudia clocks him as not actually being from Buds or knowing anything about the actual plan for the vaults. But she doesn't care, because she was like, you're the only one that's not a total psychopath. So she clearly doesn't like or agree with what VaultTech is doing either. Again, she's a brand new employee and didn't know what she was signing up for. So Claudia leaves to go get a drink, and Norm starts searching about the future Enterprise ventures, and then sees that it mentions FEV, and so he searches FEV, and then lo and behold, there it is, forced evolutionary virus. There's a brief description of what it is, but just as he reads that, Ronnie shows up, unplugs the terminal, and starts fighting him, because he knows now for sure that he's lying. Ronnie successfully chokes Norm until he passes out, but he doesn't kill him because he takes a big breath at the end. No telling what he's going to do with him. I am scared for Norm, but I know he will pull through. Back in New Vegas, Lucy takes a hit of the addictol that she has just stolen, and then it causes her to violently throw up, scromiting, as they call it nowadays. She scromits big time. Don't think it has that effect in the games. I mean, I don't usually get addicted to chems in the game, so I'm not very familiar with the effects of addictol or Fixer. Fixer from Fallout New Vegas does give you a woozy effect, but you don't puke like that. So she meets Cooper in his room at the Atomic Wrangler, throws up again out the window, and then she turns around and sees the Chicken Man. He's had a drastic change of appearance. His hair has been cut, he's wearing a nice little business outfit, and he is here to offer Cooper a deal. And that deal is take Lucy back to her home in Vault 33, and we won't kill your wife and child who are currently in cryosleep with Hank. Coop accepts. He takes the deal, and I know he doesn't want to. It's obviously tearing him up morally and mentally to do this, but he still does it anyway, and immediately shoots Lucy with his tranquilizer. And so he has another quick flashback of him getting really drunk in the 38 after talking to House. This lady drags him over to ride the missile, which is like a bull rider machine, but it's a bomb. And this is all just meant to, again, show his mental battle with his own morality. And so he's going through it, looking out the window, thinking about how much of a terrible person he is, when Lucy miraculously wakes up from the tranquilizer just long enough to cock her power fist and absolutely slam Coop in the face, knocking him out the window and then impaling him through the abdomen on a pole. Didn't see that coming. He's gonna live through this somehow, but I don't know how. And I don't think we're gonna see Coop again until probably the very end of the season. I could be wrong. He might show up next episode and be totally fine. But something tells me that he's going to come back very different. So Lucy passes out once again. We see another quick flashback of Barb taking Coop back to their room after he passes out while riding the missile, and he says to her that they need to talk. So I guess he's going to tell her that he knows. And finally, Lucy wakes up again for just a brief moment to see Hank, her father, walking towards her, calls her his little sugar bomb, and then that's where it ends. I'm sure that he's going to take her back to either where he is in his secret bunker or take her back to Vault 33, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think he's going to take her back to the management vault where Barb and Janie are, and hopefully she can work to escape that vault and get Barb and Janie out at the same time. But we'll see. So that episode was pretty crazy. A lot happened that I didn't expect, and yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed that one a lot. It makes me excited for the last 3. There's no telling what we're in for. Let me know if I missed anything in this episode. Thank you guys for watching as always. I appreciate all of the support and love that these videos are getting. I really appreciate y'all commenting everything that you like about the show and everything you don't like about the show. So that's it for this week. I will see you guys next week for episode 6. Until next time, peace out.